Malaria Consortium are the leading malaria partners currently in the state.
Malaria is a deadly disease.
Because it's free, it's cost effective, it comes with minimal side effects.
Welcome to Aspure Multimedia Studio, where True Talk makes pure sense. I am Jubu Felicity, and today we celebrate World Malaria Day. Prevention is key. Let's fight malaria. And it's a pleasure to have in the studio today the State Project Manager for Malaria Consortium, Nasarawa State Chapter. He is Dr. Kasim Musa Khalid. It's so good to have you in the studio today, sir.
Thank you very much for having me here.
It's our pleasure. So, as the State Project Manager for Malaria Consortium in Nasarawa State, sir, can you tell us the role of Malaria Consortium in curbing malaria here in Nasarawa State?
As she rightly said, I'm Dr. Kasim Musa Khalid. I'm the State Project Manager, Malaria Consortium in Nasarawa State. So the role of Malaria Consortium in Nasarawa State, so it's not far from improving the health indices of the state when it comes to malaria burden. And actually, so what we do in the state, we've been around in the state since 2021, implementing seasonal malaria chemo prevention, which is targeted at under 5, that's 3 to 59 months children. So this initiative we're doing in the state is actually one of the ways in preventing malaria in under 5 children, because the burden of malaria lies in that age group.
All right, doctor. So we celebrate World Malaria Day today. And I'm certain that as the Malaria Consortium, you surely have plans for today, World Malaria Day. So what plans or activities do you have in place to celebrate this World Malaria Day today?
So it may interest you to know that Malaria Consortium are the leading malaria partners currently in the state. So we're going to have a road walk from Science School to one of the PHC in Doma Road.
Okay.
So where our road walk will end there. So at that facility, there will be a talk show that's more or less sensitization discussion with the pregnant women. As I mentioned initially, that the burden of malaria lies in the under 5 and the pregnant women. So on that day, we're going to sensitize them on the uptake of IPT3, that's sulfadiazine parametamine, so which people usually know, commonly know it as Fancida. And basically, those are the plans for the day, for World Malaria Day, to celebrate the World Malaria Day. And to add the themes for the day, for the World Malaria Day, as we know, we said malaria ends with us. So we have to reinvest, we have to reignite, and reimagine. So thank you.
All right, let us imagine a future where malaria is free. Zero malaria starts with you, it starts with me. All right, doctor, you've given us your itinerary for activities to celebrate World Malaria Day. So do you care to share with us your itineraries for the year planned out for us in Nasarawa State?
I'm not going to go into details in that, but I'll just give you the brief of it. So the itinerary for the year, which we have started. So usually the campaign, we call it SMC campaign. So usually the campaign starts with what we call micro plan. So we have to micro plan to know the target population in the state, because there is a growth rate in the state. They will give birth.
Absolutely.
So yes, so we have to start with that. When we do the micro planning, so it's now give us the idea of how many children are we targeting for this year. We have concluded that. So where we are now, we are preparing for trainings. So at each level, so we have concluded that we have selected the community drug distributors, because like I mentioned, we are doing door to door. So that involves personnel that will help us deliver the drugs to the doors of the caregiver, each household in the community. So we have done the personnel selection. and we are done with that. So what we are preparing now is for training. So the first level training is going to be an NTOT, means national training of the trainers. So like this year we're leveraging on technology as well, so to ease our implementation process.
So there are some persons that may not believe in taking medications. That even if you give it to them, you go through all of these trainings, you go door to door to give it to them, they don't want to take it. They feel like it's against their culture, it's against their norms to actually take this kind of drugs. How do you actually encourage them that malaria is a deadly disease? Malaria is a serious business. How do you encourage them to take these drugs to help their lives, help their babies, and also their little children?
Okay, thank you so much. So once again, like in this part of the implementation, there's what we call demand creations. So the demand creation aspect is domiciled with the states. So that's where the states can come in for us to have that demand creation. So what demand creation means is just to create awareness on what we are doing, the benefit of what we are bringing into the state and all that. So that's one. Then another part of it is we have what we call entry points in every community, in every state that we are. So the entry point is we liaise with the religious leaders, the village heads, the community leaders, the chairmen and all. So when we liaise with them, we tell them what we do and what we have to offer to improve the health indices as regards to malaria burden in the state. So what they do is they help us inform their people at every forum, whether it's mosque or whether it's church. So to celebrate World Malaria Day, Doctor, do you have any last words or any word of advice to the people of Nasarawa State on this day? The advice I would say is let them accept, embrace this strategy, this prevention method, because it's free, it's cost effective. I encourage them to come out to mobilize, and if they see this kind of initiative, they should assess it, because malaria being a burden, Nigeria contribute about 27% in the world in the malaria index, so which MC are contributing massively towards to achieving that. Thank you very much, Doctor, for coming to speak with us and educate us more on malaria. And you heard him. The theme for this year's World Malaria Day is very simple. Malaria ends with us. Reinvest, reimagine, and reignite. I mean, zero malaria starts with you, starts with me. And from us at Aspure Multimedia Studio, we're wishing you a happy World Malaria Day. Don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms, on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and X at Aspure Connect. Until we come your way again next time, stay tuned to Aspure Multimedia Studio.